Hello and good evening. You are back with the live. You're not live. You're back with the crew though. And that's kind of bright out here. Sorry guys. Hopefully you can hear me good. I got all brand new microphones. It's loud as can possibly be on my end with my earbuds. I don't know. There's a few that had an issue with that. I don't know. Maybe you need new gear. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. On a more positive note, wow, I got some technology I want to talk to you guys about that's really big, and it's a concept that a lot of people have lost. They've lost their way in crypto. People have lost their way. I really want you to think about this now. Out there, again, hello everybody. Let's start over. Hello everybody. Good to have you guys back. I'm so glad we're back together again. Stick around because the end of it's going to be fun. Wait till the very end, behind the camera type stuff. Really important. You might want to hear that one. I want to talk about technology and what is happening with the world. The world is trying to accelerate with AI and robotics and all the rest of it that all of us know, with crypto and all the new banking system. All of it's coming to be. All of it's coming to be. You're in the right place. We all know it. The beautiful place in which it's all going technologically is up to you and I. It's not up to them. Let's remember, the only reason why we have an ETF or the technology or politicians wanting to, I'll get behind that Bitcoin thing, is because you and I wanted the thing. Because we had 50 million people say, hey, I believe in Bitcoin, or I believe in crypto, and I want a wallet, and I believe in that, and I vote, and I want you to do something about it. Two of the three presidential candidates jumped on board and said, yeah, I'm all over that. And the third one's kind of succumbing to the same situation. That meant you changed the world because what you wanted. You are not helpless. You are the deciding factor in the progress of technology. We need to keep pounding on these people, okay? Now, let me talk about that. China just released absolute all brand new funding. They've just wiped the old debt clean. I know it's not what they said in the media. That's exactly what happens with these new bank windows. When they open up $500 billion to all these open banks, that means they're trying to get the cash down to the people. Why? Because we have a depressionary situation happening with them. Not good, okay? They don't want that. You don't want declining prices. You and I want that. They don't want that because that gets out of hand and it gets out of control and you have a massive depression on your hands. They can't have that. What's the alternative? More inflation, more liquidity, keep the value of the yuan going up against the US dollars, what they're trying to do. Enough of the technical stuff. They're doing it. That means everybody else is going to flood the market. They were waiting for the 50-point basis move. We're going to have, I believe, at least a whole point, maybe probably another 50, could even be as high as another 75, way outside of a whole point being before the end of the year in the US. If that's the case, look out liquidity because here we come. All that to be said later, figured out as we go. Where I'm at right now is technologically, you and I are in a place of, we're in the driver's seat. Because what you and I want and what we want to see come to be is headed, all the systems are headed towards us. Now, when people first got into crypto, I remember back in the day, okay? Way back, we used to walk miles in the snow. Way back when, crypto was about a new way, a change, an alternate means of life, of existence, of our coexistence with each other. And as it's grown up and become more and more important to systems and society and politicians, and all these people think, okay, well, we've tried to alter the future of mankind technologically, and we all know that. We know what Gensler did. We know who you are, and we know what you did. We know what you did, okay? We do. The whole world will know one day. Of course, they'll just blow the whole thing over, which we already know. But the point of the matter is, many people that have gotten into crypto in, say, the last 2, 3, 4 years in particular, have forgotten the principle of it. There was a time when we used to have to meet at your favorite coffee shop. I'm not going to use that S word. And we used to meet at a coffee shop with cash and exchange it peer-to-peer, phone-to-phone. Yeah, that's how we did it. That's where I'm at today, which is what I want you to know, where we're headed. See, there's this man, incredible man, and I was on the fence with this man, and I wasn't sure what his situation was, and I wasn't sure where his mind and soul was, but I really like him more every day. And I know there's probably a hoodwink coming, there's probably a rug pull, there's probably something happening. I know, I get all that. Well, let's just talk about the achievements of Mr. Elon Musk. I know, controversial name, I get it. Why I'm saying that is this. I know if you guys have seen what he's done with his new Pi phone, okay, his Pi phone, $100. That's right. On Starlink. That's right. Anywhere in the world. That's correct. In the middle of the desert. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. For $100? No way. It's got to be the cheapest, worst phone known to man. I'm sure there's going to be more expensive models and whatnot. But those of you who know what Huawei phones are, okay? I've played with one day. There was a guy on my boat that had one. I checked it out. I loved it. I was like, wow, this is really cool. I've heard about them. They're half the price of an Apple phone or a Samsung phone. And that's at a massive profit margin. My point is, we have 4 or 5 billion people that we need to get a phone in their hand, or we need them to be able to bank or transact with you and I, because they can't have a bank. They can't have a bank account ever. They don't qualify. It doesn't work. That system is archaic. It's dying. It's dead. That whole analog system is dying. Where are you going with this video, Allan? Stop and think about the equation that we just achieved. Okay? We've just eliminated, content providers being shut down by hassling them over First Amendment rights around the world. Shut that down, gone. AT&T monopolies, Verizon monopolies charging us hundreds of dollars for terrible service, gone. Companies like Apple and Samsung no longer being able to gouge us for record profits. They actually have to compete with somebody who can build a phone nearly as well, maybe better, without somebody watching every text or every phone call that you make and monitoring all of it, because of the internet that you use is now going to be able to link to Starlink outside of those prying eyes of everybody, so that we can actually go to, and I'm about to dare say it, beyond the ignorance of regulation for crypto. That's right, I just said it. I've never been in favor of it. I don't like it. You know what I say on this channel. Regulation means to every politician manipulation. It's the identical word. Problem, reaction, solution is how they do everything. And in between problem and reaction is this, well, we don't think this is only criminals use that kind of stuff, and peer-to-peer is only, no, we have to be in the middle of that transaction. And the solution always is there regulation and manipulation of you and I being able to do business with somebody in the Congo or anywhere in the world, like now. Why? Because they're a human and you're a human. We're not a company. We're not a nation. We're a soul to soul. This isn't peer-to-peer. It's human being to human being. We don't need their nonsense between us. Man, I really irks me when I hear other channels who have hundreds of thousands of followers tell me we need this regulation so we can just fit in and dominate with everybody. No, I'm talking about a phone. I'm talking about him having a phone. I'm talking about a Starlink, and I'm talking about nobody else involved. That's what I'm saying here. And sheep funds. It's time, people. We're there. We have the tech. By the way, he sells his rockets, leases them to other people to set other networks up if you don't like Starlink. I know Russia's talking about doing their own network. Other countries do their own networks. You and I could have a completely decentralized network of our own. Think about that. I know, XRP network buzzing around up in the sky. Think about it. This is where we're going. Because we all want to communicate and we all don't need a middleman. We don't need Mr. Zuckerberg. We don't need Bezos. And we don't need these people and the Google people in between you and I and our bank accounts. B of A and all the rest of the corruption and the people that corrupt everything and never have consequences. And they stand behind the law because they corrupt the law because they're able to get regulation in their favor. And it's never in your favor. So I'm sorry for any of you that are telling me that I need more regulation from government for me to be free in a tyrannized system. No, I'm sorry. The only thing I need for freedom is what's between my ears and nobody between my business. That's freedom. It's possible. We have the technology, and we're almost there. With that, I didn't want to get too excited, but I did. I had to go there because it's really important, and my battery's about to die on this phone, and I got to go do another show. So with all of that, I really want all of you to have a great weekend. I want you to really think about what I just said in this video, and it's so important to me. And you know that I love you all, and I didn't forget I have something really important for all of you, and it's coming now. Should we do it now or later? Right now. Come on, take it. Okay, so I know there's a lot of people out there that need help, would like advice. I don't give advice, but I love people. People are my favorite thing on this planet. My son and myself are there for you. Don't blow me up, but you can reach us at multiple different ways through email, and we can chat. We can talk. Dozens, if not nearly 100 of you have reached out to me, and we have become friends, family, if you will. I'm extending this to you, that if you would just like to talk to somebody, or you need somebody, or you appreciate other people who have a like-minded view of the world and the world we live in and how beautiful it can be together, I'd love to hear from you. thestaplecrew.com, allanstaple.com. Reach out. And my son and I would love to communicate with all of you. Go easy on me. But there's no reason that we can't have our lives together, because we're about to succeed financially. And we want to do that with you. Love you all.